Okay. Hold on. There we go. I think that's better. Let me actually turn down. Oh wait, I can't turn down the volume because the scroll wheel on my mouse is bad. I don't like dragging it down because then it doesn't return to zero whenever I try to move it with my mouse. Oh well. Well, I have a new mouse coming tomorrow, so we'll be testing that out tomorrow. I still have not figured out the mods. I actually went to see about if I could make a mod, and apparently the modding API has been updated. So, or SDK. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so, uh, wait, that's the map. But I can quickly get to quests. So now we gotta go talk to Poppy. No, wrong button. Locate on map. And we have a fast travel point right there. So, let's see about this. And where are you off to? Where are you two off to? Sounds a little weird around here. Well, let's clear this out while we're here. You were targeting the wrong person. You know what? How about you just, get zapped? Yeah, that's kind of loud in my ears. How about no? I'm not gonna use all of it.
Quite conductive. Confringo. Descendo. Glacius. Flash of inspiration. Confringo. Confringo. Glacius.
I keep forgetting to Glacius first.
Electricity. Expulso. I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less.
But that's not the first time you've done it. Okay. I just love how the robes keep doing that. I mean, that's just a side effect of physics being able to do whatever. But also, I think robes tend to do that with enough wind anyway.
This could prove
Treasure.
dangerous if I'm not careful.
Yeah, this game's a little loud for me. This could prove dangerous. How so?
Revelio.
There's never anything here. This could prove dangerous. There's nothing. Pew, pew. I mean, I hit the deer, but nothing happened.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
I see these guys all the
An
time.
entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
It's either they're still around, or something got to them.
Pelts. Poor beasts.
They could have had a fight on their hands with that guy.
Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
And that is massive. Is that for a troll?
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
You know what? I have that. Do 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 do.
So better not be a trick.
Do do do. I can't enter it.
Back for more? Not the brightest child.
I mean, you're not exactly bright either.
Confringo. Defender. Confringo.
Release! Foul vegetable! You may want to
Oh, hold on. There we go. Weren't.
put you in a stew! Feisty little pony.
Oh.
Shall we finish what we started?
I can't really. Oh, oh, over here. There's still a couple over there.
Back for more, I see.
Confringo.
Oh, I about slid off. Okay, let's see here. I need to...
Reparo. Confringo! Defender! Glacius! Descendo! Confringo!
Reducto! Damn you! Reducto!
Defender! Reparo!
Well, I think we are free to enter the tent at this point.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Okay, let's put that back on.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him.
Godrificus Totalis.
What's back here? Stairs?
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Talents. I remember something about petrification being able to propagate. And I do have a talent point. Is it in spells? I don't... Glacius, Barda. It's gotta be in core, or is it in room of requirements? No, that makes the potions last longer. Okay. It's not in spells. Core? Stupefy, Protego, Evasion, Stupefy. Ah, that... I already have it. Okay. So that means I can spend points on something else. Yeah, let's get that. Okay,
Not
there...
much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Yep, zoop. Both of you are now... doing whatever. Let's head back upstairs. Because I did not realize that this was down here. I want to know what's upstairs. Oh, absolutely nothing. I can't go that way.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? A more hushed approach is likely wise. Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Taking their money. Taking their money. And also their apples. Oh, only level 1?
Amora.
Ah, I should have done the... I should have installed the instant unlock mod. Because this is just not fun. Considering I didn't even know how it worked the first time.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Okay, that's where we came from. Oh.
Levioso!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
You've made a mistake. Stop right there.
Rather unwise coming back.
Like to torture dragons, do you?
Wee.
Enjoy suffering. Mucking around with you.
See how you like this?
Never have come here. Let's see you survive.
Levioso!
Careful not to get hurt. Confringo.
Back for another visit?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's, even the odds a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Yeah.
You'll pay for that! Levioso! Would you like me to put you down?
Confringo.
Levioso! Levioso!
I can't see anything. Oh, over here? Hold on.
Confringo. Defendo. Descendo. Confringo. Descendo. Glacius.
It's very cold.
Confringo.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Revelio. Descendo.
Let's see here.
Accio.
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraint.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
That's not how that works.
This way.
'Twas a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Well, let's get out of here.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Okay. Well, anything else? You know what? Let's actually just travel. What? Okay, I'll just, head here. I just wanted to see if I got more things to pop up by walking in, because usually I fast travel after things like that, and then it's like, oh hey, here's a bunch of things. Androids just don't seem to do anything. Okay, let's check my gear. I just want to check my gear. Do I have anything better? No. Okay, none of that's better. None of that is better. I mean, that's better in defense, but it's also a little better in offense. This is a little better in offense, but that is quite a bit better in defense than that. You know what? Plus 12 defense, I'd say is better than +1 offense. And I'll probably be able to change that to Magic Focus too. Magic Focus 2. I don't know if I can fully upgrade that. None of this seems all that useful. I don't think I can fully upgrade that. I need Phoenix Feathers, which I don't have a Phoenix. Okay, upgrade. 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 I have Goblin Resistance 2 I could put on. I don't think I have anything that can take a tier 3. Duracall. So that's upgraded. Oh, I need some Jobberknoll. Oh, let me go take care of the animals first. They call them beasts. They're animals. Just because they've got magical properties doesn't mean that they're not animals. Oop. What about you? Oh.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Okay, do. I guess I'll just let them eat and then I'll figure it out. I'll start doing stuff like that. Okay. Okay, where is everybody? Okay, do. Oh, nope, not that one yet. Okay, I got everything that I can. So we'll... What was that? We'll go back here. Upgrade. Ancient Magic Focus 2. Sure. So that's Protego shielding. Need a Phoenix Feather for that. I don't have Protego shielding. In any form. I need to collect that from more stuff. But I'm gonna keep that, because that's good to have, I think. Concentration's good. And I need more Jobberknoll. Oh well. Goblin Silver. I got a couple Goblin Silver. Silver. So, seems good. Okay, let's check our quests. Yeah, let's actually continue with that. I should probably get another Jobberknoll with how often I need it for upgrades. I'm just gonna run to the library. You know what? I think there's actually a mod that institutes a curfew, like there is actually supposed to be. As is, one of the plot points in one of the missions in this game. Because basically we just have free reign of this place outside of missions.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, They're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
I have no clue. I don't know.
Founder's relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consist of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
I never really paid much attention to which one was which. I'm gonna go with that one.
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
Not quite.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Okay. Let's get this, last spell that I guess is gonna be taught through classes. Come on. There we go.
Revelio.
No, I have no clue where that is. Yeah, I'm gonna do that outside here. not very bright out here. But then again, it is snowing, it seems.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Do we? And here we go.
Beautifully done. Hello there. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
I forget.
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander.
I don't remember what happened.
By a wand law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Let's slap that right there.
Glad to see you are paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook. Accio. Capulso. Levioso.
Not even gonna bother with that. What are you doing?
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
If you're setting things on fire, then perhaps you ought to rethink your choices.
That's exactly what Aunt Matilda said. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Okay. Where is this chest? Okay, there's no way to go down there.
Well be surrounded by Jarvies.
Hello, Hamora.
You know what? I can enter here. So what is in
What do we
here?
have here? A demiguise.
Okay, there's a demiguise right there.
Revelio.
Someone's mother-in-law. Wow. That is quite restrictive. Despite having music playing 24/7 in this hall. Okay, well, let's see what quest we want to work on. Well, let's do that, because it seems rather fitting.
inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Glad you came.
Over here.
Revelio.
Okay.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting room. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a port key that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Understood. Okay, so, you know what? Let's do this one. Which is... here we go. Travel there. And then... I don't know...
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Do more stuff? Oh.
So frustrating.
Really?
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Interesting.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
I mean, yes, a gazelle in the British Isles is not a great thing because of that is not an animal of the area.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
Oh, I guess that's what we're doing next. And hold on. Oh, you fixed yourself. Wait. How is he in two places? So, we'll take care of this one first. Oh, I didn't get that one? Well, I'll clear these camps on my way through, because I'm gonna start from over here. So that I can specifically clear those camps. You know what? Let's do this first. Because I see these things everywhere here.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Okay, there's more around here. There's one over there.
Revelio.
Okay, there's more around here. I just don't know where. Oh, up there.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
What's up there? Oh. It's a lamp on a post. Field of view is almost like a zoom function. Especially since we get some pop in whenever we do it. Oh hey, look at those. Got a bunch of things up there. But we are going to back out and continue on. You know what? I'm gonna stop off at the store right here and sell all the gear I don't need to have on me.
Hello, nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
What do you have for sale?
I am here to sell all my stuff that I'm not using. Oh, no upgrades. So, away with you. How exactly does that compare to my current scarf? Probably not great. I'll just keep it for now.
Glad you were able to stop by.
Yep. Well. Don't feel like trying to figure out that one right now.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
I don't know where there is, but How close am I? Okay, it's just up the hill.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Bring me a dozen. Hello?
An utterly pitiful display.
Confringo. Ooh, this shouldn't take long.
No?
Are you quite finished?
Defender. You fight about as well as a puff ski. Confringo. Glacius. Descendo. Confringo. Defender. No! I will make you pay. Confringo. Descendo. Glacius.
Wait, it wasn't actually targeting anybody. Targeting anybody.
Confringo. Defender. Oh, you think you're so clever.
Ow.
I was right not to be worried about you. Glacius. Defender. No! I will make you pay. I don't have time for this.
I don't either, so how about you stop?
Confringo. Glacius. Glacius.
Ow.
Defender. You're really not very good at this, are ya?
How about
Confringo.
you take that? Oh wait, I was holding wrong. Okay, let's do this again.
Confringo. No! Defender. Descendo. Revelio.
Something over here. Okay, there's something down there. Okay, so I cleared that up there. Okay, I can't target that, so I can't just, like, push it down the tracks.
Nothing over here.
Ow! Petrificus totalis!
So, I've technically cleared this now since I took that thing. You know what? Since I technically cleared it, I'm just gonna get out of here. You know what? Let's just
Petrificus totalis.
Oh, no.
Again, I beg you. I could do this for hours.
Yep, just getting out of here. Zoom. Zoom. Not that I really make potions. So what's up here? Oh, okay. The Nifflers.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Probably not.
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
What
I'd
else?
be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Assignment yielded more than I'd imagined. Learning about our ancestors, illuminating. Stumbled upon something I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room. Amid the turned over sarcophagi. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Well, let's head in. Okay.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
I'll try not to. Where'd all those enemy markers go? like there were a bunch of enemy markers. Oh, there we go.
Confringo! Defender! Descendo! Confringo!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Defender!
The rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Yeah, don't start.
Accio!
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Accio!
This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
More spiders. Oh wait, hold on.
Confringo!
Squash the biters. Spiders. Squash the spiders.
Confringo! Defender! Accio!
Can't hear myself over all that noise.
Depulso! Accio!
Well, since I had to use a spell to open this one. Wait, what? Here we go. More stuff. But since I had to use a spell to open this one, I'm just
Watch
gonna...
your step. I nearly slipped there.
Spiders are here.
Confringo! Defender! Descendo! Confringo!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo!
Okay. Well, I mean, this was a dead end anyway, so... On we go to the other side. Oh, I thought that was a ghost for a second.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Accio!
Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Depulso!
Sarcophagi? I hardly know them.
Accio! We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
Hold on.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Let's check. Foolishly mentioned the relic in my report. Was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come from my field deed and rules. I sensed something about this relic. Was told that it was chosen by English oak wands. Have powerful intuition. I believe it. Use their very bones as the key. Plan to return it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment. Learning the Imperious Curse. This spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look,
Accio. Wingardium
Leviosa.
Leviosa. Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ah, okay.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, more bones.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Okay, well, let's continue on then.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Oop. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Confringo.
Oh, there's a big spider down there. Like these weren't big. But where exactly did they come from? I guess up in those rafter areas.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
Well, let's see about this spider. Oh, hold on.
Confringo! This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Defender. Glacius.
Hold on. Mandrake.
Confringo. Defender. Descendo. Glacius. Confringo.
Here's some of these stones.
Confringo.
That has to mean something.
Defender.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Confringo.
I mean, that was a lot of spiders, but we took care of them. Okay, that web doesn't actually exist.
Accio. Depulso.
Finding a lot of holes.
Perhaps we need to pull the hand. This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Okay, well, that seems to be the way forward, so let's search over here.
Revelio.
So many things up that way. There's some things over there.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Oh, you're talking about the stuff over here?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
that worked. Keep going.
You.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
I thought I was
Wingardium Leviosa.
able to see that, but apparently not. Not able to target the stuff, apparently.
Accio.
Nope, I
Wingardium Leviosa.
need to remember to hold it.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's students are so
Revelio.
entranced with this place.
Cabalso. Confringo. Defender.
Oh.
Glacius. Confringo. Defender.
Leviosa.
Glacius.
Sendo.
Confringo. Defender.
Oh, come on. Okay, let's try that again. Let's change out some spells. Okay.
Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Incendio. Defender. Bombarda. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Incendio. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio. Revelio.
While it contains abundant potential, its possibilities could benefit not only Wizardkind, but the world, but the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great until we know more. Doo-doo-doo.
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
Hold on. So what's over here? Nothing that I can deal with. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to talk.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
I mean, usually the second option's not exactly the greatest, but...
Is that ominous?
Of course he found out.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
We all need to talk it out.
This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply
Accio.
needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance. That the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that.
Incendio!
Tell me.
Well, we agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Not sure what I did to deserve that. I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Incendio!
How do I get in there?
Revelio!
There's a whole bunch of stuff that way, so where is that? Kind of wish I could take a look at the mini-map in its full detail instead of having to run around all the time to get it figured out.
Defender.
No.
Accio!
Okay, this goes up.
Opening all of these is tempting.
And we already did open them, but something changed. So how do we get in here? There should be a way. But no, that's where we go. Out, I think. Yeah, there's that, but that doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, wait. I don't know why I was holding the spell button down. How do I get in there?
Revelio!
There's stuff over there. How do I get there? That's nothing. There's nothing I can do here. Nothing here.
Accio!
Hmm.
Revelio.
Where? How?
This room is taller than it looks.
You already said that.
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Levioso.
Okay, I'm just trying to find my way in there. Which
Revelio.
doesn't really seem possible. What's that?
Depulso.
Oh, there we go.
Accio. Depulso. Accio. I need to find a safe way across. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Lumos. Incendio.
Oh, come on. Keep going. No? Okay. Whatever.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, well, let's do it over here then.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Ah, yes. Rickety Bone Bridge. Brum, 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 brum. Rickety Bone Bridge.
Accio.
Okay. Well, time to leave. And I'm getting hungry. I mean, it has been, what, like 4 or 5 hours since I last ate?
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Well, some of this stuff probably shouldn't be meddled with, to be honest.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous, but it only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Was that your best? Bombarder.
No, come on.
We have to fight. Gringo.
I've been fighting since before you.
Incendio.
Hold on, let me just, There we go.
You'll not win here.
Hold on.
Confringo. Now retreat. Make Defender. Descender. Confringo.
Ow.
You don't believe you could do that?
Defender. Confringo. Descender.
Are you sure
You'll not win here. We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Defender. Confringo.
I'm handling it.
I'm handling it.
Descender.
Expulsion.
Glacius.
Not sure what I did to
Leviosa.
deserve that.
What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Well, I mean, what in the world were we doing the entire time? Like, I don't think people just turn to dust whenever you knock them out.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Though, I don't know why you chose to do what you did with the goblin, but still. Could have just did something other than what you did. We didn't see what happened, but I'd say it was akin to seppuku, so.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Well, whenever you need to make a quick end to a conflict, sometimes there's things you need to do. Fighting dirty is only inexcusable whenever there were definitely other better options. But to be honest, fighting dirty is just fighting. Because fighting dirty gets results. Because the only reason people don't like fighting dirty is because people like to handicap people that, well, actually, I don't know. I didn't think that through too well, but all I know is that if I ever get in a fight, it's like, there is nothing that'll be off limits. Like, if it's a fight between life and death, it's like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, I guess we'll, where? Library Annex? No. Astronomy? Secret rooms? No, we've only got the map chamber there. I mean, let's travel there, I guess. We're gonna try and talk this out, I guess. Okay. We go downstairs. I should be able to get to the Undercroft, right? Like, we do have a teleport thing there, right? Maybe not. Well...
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Well, it's 10:30, so I don't know, I don't really feel like trying to do anything else right now. So I am going to head here and save. Because I always... in these... in the bedroom. Okay, so... Uh... Not too sure what else I should be doing in the game right now. Because those other two quests are story quests. Maybe I'll, clear out a couple more bandit camps and then continue on with the main quests next time I play this. Now, oh yeah, tomorrow with Factorio, I am going to be trying to assemble my artillery battery so that I can start killing those worms and acquiring the tungsten I need for more automated production. So... oh yeah, Monday, I took off of work Monday, so I might do a stream Monday. Not too sure what yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. So, with that, I think I'm gonna end the stream here.